Hello and namaste and welcome to this channel. We're going to continue our part 2 of this series on Jupiter transit in the sign of Gemini for May 2025. And we are going to be talking about the effect of the Jupiter transit in the sign of Gemini for all the ascendants. Before we proceed, though this video is actually focusing on the transit of Jupiter, the bringer of blessings, but we should understand that around the same period of time, it's not only Jupiter that is transiting. Actually, we are living through a triple transit. We had Saturn, Shani Dev transiting, and they changed sign on the 29th of March 2025, so just about a month ago, and they moved from the sign of Aquarius to the sign of Pisces. Aquarius ascendants and Aquarius moon especially have been under the influence of Sadhisthati due to the transit of Saturn. All the Aquarian people were going through the peak of Sadhisthati in the last 2.5 years. And now we are in the last phase of Sadhisthati when Saturn has moved to Pisces. And for Aries moon, anybody who has their moon in Aries sign, their Sadhisthati has actually begun. Ketu have been in the Pisces, and actually it's typo here. This is Virgo, not Gemini. So it's 2 and 6 axis. And from 18th of May, they are going to be moving. So one house before, because as you know, Rahu and Ketu, they don't move anti-clockwise. They are always retrograde. So they move in a clockwise way. So moving from number 12 to number 11 and number 6 to number 5. So this is, again, I'm sorry for this type. It's not Gemini. It's 2 and 6 axis, 2, 11 and 5 axis, right? So Jupiter is in here. It's in Virgo right now, and after 18th May, it's going to be in Leo. Ketu is going to be in Leo, and Rahu is going to be in Aquarius. So this is basically just a representation of the Kal Purush Kundli, the hypothetical chart. And here we have, it always has Aries lagna, because Aries is number 1. So we start from here, and you can see 1, 2, 3, third house, Gemini is where Jupiter will be going. Saturn has already moved, and it is in Pisces, which is just one house away from Aries, and that's why I said if you're an Aries moon, Sadhisthati has started. And Rahu and Ketu after 18th of May. This is a picture of the sky after 18th of May, when Ketu would have moved in Leo and Rahu would have moved in Aquarius. When we are making predictions, we should always give consideration to all the other transiting planets, especially these 4 planets or these 4 celestial bodies, because they are the ones that stay in one sign for the longest time. So Saturn, 2.5 years in each zodiac. Jupiter about 1 month, except that this time it's an Atichari, fast moving Jupiter. So 6 to 8 months basically in a sign. And Rahu and Ketu, they spend 18 months in every sign. So all these together, they really have a profound effect on our lives, because they are not moving like the moon that moves in 2 days, or like Mars or Venus, like approximately 1 month, 1.5 months. But these planets are the ones that stay for longer time, and they bring lasting change. Okay. And final point before we actually move into the predictions, the actual outcome and timing of predictions made. This is sort of a disclaimer, because we are reading for the collective ascendants. Not all ascendants will have the same planets, because people were born maybe in that hour where the ascendant was rising, but they might be born in different years, they might be in different dashas, they must be running different mahadashas, antardashas, bhaktis and everything. So you can't generalize. The actual outcome and timing of predictions of a particular transit will depend on the natal positions of your planets, and also the running mahadasha and antardasha So you have to be very, very considerate of that. This is all good to be able to understand the opportunities that might be brought into, and you must be prepared for that to grab the opportunity when it comes, right? So the purpose of making a video like this, even though we don't know your charts, it's to guide you. And if like I said, the blessing is coming, if you're ready for it to receive it, you might be able to receive it. So dasha has a major role to play to your chart. So a lot depends on your personal chart, but this is more of a collective reading, and it might guide you that, okay, open up, listen, be careful, this opportunity might present to you, just be ready to grab it, right? One very important question that astrologers will receive is how to look at the transit. Should we assess it from the lagna, or should we assess it from the moon sign? Now, if you still don't know where is your lagna, or what is your lagna or your moon sign, please do watch my video on how to create your own kundli, and I will leave the link in the description box. So if you know now what is your lagna or your moon sign, a lot of astrologers, and including myself, will agree that transits are to be seen from both the lagna and the moon. Why this? Because the lagna will show you how the transit will affect your body, the physical you, and also will give you clues to how the physical environment around you and the external events occurring around you will be during the transit. The moon, on the other hand, as you know, represents your mind, your emotions, and assessing the transit from the moon sign will give you insight into how you will feel as a result of this transit. All right? So, by all means, do listen to the parts of this video where I'm doing the predictions, where I will come to the lagna effects, but you can also pick the one corresponding to your moon sign, and this can also give you some understanding of what you can expect. All right, so having said that, let's move into the ascendants, speaking with our Aries friends. Mesh Rashi or Mesh Lagna, as we had discussed the Kalpurush Kundli, which is also Mesh Lagna Kundli. Jupiter is in your third house. In 2024, Jupiter was one house behind, so it was in number 2, and you must have seen, this is a validation question, you must have seen maybe harmonious relationships with your family members. Maybe you had the chance to add a family member, like, through marriage or through childbirth. You must have also been able to see some increase in your income or acquired certain assets. Of course, this is all subject to Dasha, Mahadasha, Antardasha permitting. All right. So now Jupiter is moving to the third house, which represents the house of efforts. So what they say is the Parakram house, your efforts, your courage. It represents your communications, any type of communication, like verbal, written, or even electronic. It represents your younger siblings and short distance travels and road trips. So what Jupiter will do here probably is going to expand your efforts, your communications, your relationship with your younger siblings will become harmonious, better, and you might have more opportunities for short distance trips and road trips. So all that is good. This may be, if you put more efforts, I guess it is going to increase your ability to do business, do work, and probably increase your finances. Now, as far as the aspects of Jupiter goes, so as you're aware, Jupiter always aspects the fifth position from itself. So if it's sitting in the third house, it's going to aspect the 5th, the 7th, and the 9th position. These are some special aspects that Jupiter has. And here you can see it would have represented by means of the arrows here. So Jupiter's 5th aspect is falling on your 7th house. This is absolutely amazing position to have. What it does is, if you're single, and if you know so what this does is, 7th house, as you know, is the house of marriage and partnership. So if you're single and you're looking to get married or settle down, there would be a strong chance of meeting a very, very good, person or suitor, or very good, like, expansion in the amount of alliances that may come for marriage purposes. And my advice, if your dasha or mahadasha is permitting, please do consider these matches seriously. I know in Indian families, mostly what happens is when people send you pictures of potential candidates, or if you meet someone online, usually there is no time, or you try to be busy, or you are like, oh, I'm not interested, or you get annoyed by a simple something that the partner says, take it personally, and you're going to I don't know, maybe stop talking to them. Like, these days ghosting is a big thing, so you'll ghost the person. But then this could be your chance of meeting a good person, but because of your preconditioning, you are dismissing somebody who might be an amazing life partner. So take these alliances that come through very seriously. You might just be able to find your life partner. Okay? Of course, if your dasha and mahadasha is permitting. All right. Now, from the third position, Jupiter is also looking at the 9th house. 9th house is usually, for Aries lagna, is the sign of Sagittarius, which is also ruled by Jupiter. So this is the ruler's own house. So here it would be most comfortable to be blessing that house, which is also the house of bhagya or luck. So your luck is likely to be increasing, my friends, and you might see opportunities for house, because this is the house of higher education. So you might see opportunities to maybe learn new skills, or even some kind of higher skills or higher knowledge, or even becoming more religious and learning and reading sacred texts, like probably, I don't know, maybe the Gita, Bhagavad Gita, or the Upanishads and the Vedas. So some kind of higher knowledge you would be interested in. And yes, so it would be also giving you probability of long distance travel. So you'll have short distance travel and long distance travel as well as part of your Bhagyasthan. You may go for pilgrimage, visit some of these places, like, I don't know, Mata Vaishno Devi or Kedarnath, or even other places, like there's so many in India, even outside of India these days. So please do, if such opportunities present, grab them. Okay. And then the 9th house aspect is falling on your 11th house, which represents the house of your friend circle, your networks, and your hopes and wishes, and also gains. So this is also a very sought after house in the times that we are living. It can give you a lot of material wishes. And as you can see here, after 18th of May, Rahu is also joining that 11th house position. Rahu again does very well in such a position, because this house is also known as Upachaya house, which means it does very well with time. So as Jupiter is blessing this house, and as Rahu, which is the planet of materialism, is sitting here, there is promise of a lot of gains and hopes and wishes fulfilled. So if your hopes and wishes are related to your marriage or partnerships, or even business partnerships, so 7th house is not just marriage. You might even see business partnership, business growing, business flourishing. I forgot to mention, if you're already married here and you had some kind of discord with your spouse, this Jupiter's blessings can make things go smooth, and you become cordial again, and you become happy again. So I had forgotten to that's my bad. I had forgotten to mention this part when we are discussing this 7th house aspect of Jupiter. All right. So in a nutshell, for Aries, it seems promises to be a very good transit. Jupiter will be blessing. Remember, Jupiter is Atichari. It will be moving fast, so you also have to act fast. Otherwise, opportunity is gone, will not come back so soon. All right, and moving on now to our friends, Taurus friends. Taurus Ascendant friends, in the previous year, 2024, your Jupiter was in your lagna. So it has now moved one house into your second house. When it was in lagna, again, it must have brought a lot of blessings to you. Maybe you felt those blessings. So for Taurus lagna people, the aspects were mainly, it was in the dharma trikona. So you must have done what was righteous. You have seen probably a lot of optimism and positivity in your own thinking. You must have, Jupiter is a bringer of hope in despair time. So if you were previously despaired, now you would have seen a lot of optimism and positive growth in yourself, like your own outlook. And from there, it was aspecting the fifth house. Maybe in the last year, Jupiter brought to you love interest that was serious, and because it was a blessed one, like I just told Aries Ascendant to watch out for potential suitors, because these would be very good people that Jupiter will bring into your life. Taurus lagna, you must have seen that kind of a situation. It might also affected your seventh house. So Jupiter lagna, Taurus lagna, Jupiter might have blessed you with a potential marriage partner too. And so many Taurus Ascendant people would also have found good life partners, and also have done long distance travel, and have seen a rise in their bhagya. Okay, now this year Jupiter has moved one house, which is now the house of family. So in this transit, now all the significations of the second house, there's a typo here, it's the second house that we are talking about. It would be family related communications. Family, you may add a family member, so that love interest or that partner, if it was a love interest, maybe you are converting them into a life partner, so that adds a member to your family. If you got married because of last year's transit, maybe you are going to add a baby to your family, so it's still increasing your family members, right? Which is good. It will also be increasing your savings, your assets can increase. You might also increase your appetite. So that is something to be a bit careful about. You might see that you are more hungry than usual, and you might eat a lot. Now why the word of caution here? Because Jupiter from the third house is aspecting your sixth house which in medical astrology also rules your intestines and gut. So if you are overindulging because of this increased appetite here, you might see some trouble. So you just have to be a bit careful. In the second house, Jupiter also will increase your speech, your voice, and people may see you as a very wise person, a wise counselor, and may come to you for guidance. So be prepared for all those roles. All right, coming to the aspects, like I said, Jupiter's aspect 5th, 7th, and 9th. Fifth aspect is falling on the sixth house, which represents your daily routine. It can present obstacles and health issues. So if you keep your food habits in check, here things might not go wrong. But if there is some learning here, you may develop certain routines, like keep your routine, don't become lazy, go for your gym, go for your meditation, yoga, whatever you do on a daily basis, and keep moving, right? If you have any kind of chronic conditions, Jupiter's blessings can actually bring you some sort of healing or some optimism that, yeah, I can beat this problem or I can beat this obstacle. So that will also be seen from this Jupiter's transit. Now, Jupiter is also aspecting your 8th house, which is the house of transformation. It is where you want to change yourself. And it also represents inheritance, sudden gains. You might other people's money. So if you've been trying to get some loans, I don't know, for purchase of some assets like a house, or if you want to get that down payment or the mortgage approved, you might be able to, with just Jupiter's blessings, get that loan that you were looking for to start your business or something like that. You might also find a lot of interest in occult and hidden resources. So you may have, if you want to win, sudden gains, like it could be sudden lottery win as well, because it's the second and these houses are the Artha Trikona houses. So which means it's activating second house, sixth house, and yeah, maybe here too. I mean, anything can happen, right? Because eighth house is the mystery house. Okay. Jupiter is also aspecting your 10th house, which is very good for your job, career, and public recognition. So you might see an improved work-life balance in general if you are already in the job that you're liking. You might also see, if you wanted to change your job and move on to another place, then career job opportunities or even promotions can occur. Now, after 18th May, Rahu is also joining there. So Rahu for Taurus lagna is sitting in Aquarius. It is in its own house. So Rahu here, I don't think will cause a lot of damage, because why would it damage its own house? It is at home, right? But Rahu can also give a lot of out of box ideas for work. Maybe it will give you ideas to how to optimize your working workload, or how to become more efficient so that you don't waste time. Rahu can also make you become a workaholic, or maybe bring you multiple job offers and that kind of thing. So I mean, something to do with your career, you have to be watchful. If it's opportunities and everything, please do grab those opportunities. Like I'm telling everybody, health opportunities, opportunities to transform and learn hidden sciences, occult sciences if you can, and also here career opportunities. So Taurus lagna, this transit is looking good for you. If you know your moon sign, please look at from your moon sign as well, and you will have a better understanding of how to assess this transit. Moving on to Gemini Ascendant. Gemini Ascendant, now you're good. So Gemini Ascendant friends, Mithun Rashi, Mithun Lagna people, Jupiter is transiting in your Lagna. So last year, you might have seen some setback, maybe because Jupiter was in your 12th house, which is not a very good placement. But now, let's not discuss those things. You know what you've been going through. And now Jupiter or Guru has moved into your Lagna. And it's going to be expanding all the qualities of the Lagna. So yourself and your physical body, you will have a positive outlook. Suddenly you will see you are thinking more positive, especially if you have a Gemini moon. You will be seeing, you will be thinking bigger and more wiser. Like you will look at more long-term things rather than just short-term, gains and all that. You are going to be able to see the long-term vision. You will become very positive and optimistic. And in terms of Jupiter, because I said in the intro video that Jupiter is a heavy planet, it can bring heaviness that can be seen from because it's Lagna is your physical body. You might see some kind of a weight gain, or maybe just laziness, or heaviness. So just be mindful of that. Work on your routine and your food habits, so you will be able to, you'll be good. All right. Jupiter aspects the 5th house, the 7th house, and also the 9th house. So whatever Taurus went through last year, this time it's for Gemini. In their physical environment, they may come across love interests that are very good, very wise, very righteous kind of individuals. And like I said, if you're looking for love, please grab those opportunities. If you're already married and if you're looking to have children, very good opportunity, because 5th house is also the house of children. And if you've been trying to, your wife, or if you're a female, you've been trying to get pregnant, then this Jupiter, if you've been trying to get pregnant, this Jupiter will definitely help you conceive or even have a baby, right? If you're not looking for love, if you're not looking to have kids, then what it may enhance is creative projects. So nowadays, a lot of things are going on in. You can have traditional hobbies, but if you're interested in AI, if you're interested in information technology, you're interested in making a YouTube channel, for example. If you're interested in going online and making your hobbies turn into lucrative ventures, you could try that too, because Jupiter's blessings will help you get fame, because 5th house also represents fame. All right, Jupiter's aspect in the 7th house, just like for Aries people, please do take seriously any potential alliances, potential suitors that you meet during this transit period. These Jupiter's blessings, you would be meeting very good people during this time period, and please do take them seriously. Also very good for business opportunities. So if you're looking to start a business with a certain partner or something, again, those partners coming along your way will also be very good. So please do consider them seriously. If you're married, your spouse might gain weight, or it will bring you somebody who is a bit chubby in your life. So be watchful for that too. These would be signs that this is Jupiter's blessing. The person who is chubby comes into your life, you know that this is Jupiter's blessing. All right, 9th house from Gemini lagna people. Again, it's the house of luck. It's the house of long distance travel, your beliefs and your religion. So here Jupiter will be blessing this house, and Rahu is also there. So sometimes people might have a tendency to rebel against their principles and their beliefs. But Jupiter will be keeping Rahu in check. So I don't expect a lot of damage to happen, but Jupiter's aspect will be only for about 6 months. Like I told you, it's an Atichari Jupiter, so it's moving fast, whereas Rahu is here to stay for 18 months. So just be watchful. Do not go against your own principles, because those could create problems. But if it is breakthrough idea from tradition, which could bring change to the world, then definitely, you have to pursue that. Hopefully your luck will increase and you will be having a very great transit, Gemini friends. All right, moving on to Cancer. Kark Rashi. So Kark Rashi, guys, for you, Jupiter is moving in the 12th house. 12th house is not generally anyone's favorite house, especially because it deals with expenses and losses. So Jupiter could expand some losses or some expenses, like, you might have some event in your family, marriage or something. Obviously, you're going to spend. So that could be spending for a good purpose, or you might have to donate in charity. So expenses can be good too, not always bad, right? So don't be scared. 12th house Jupiter transit can also increase your interest in meditation, in spirituality, and attaining moksha. Doesn't mean that you're going to leave everything and go to the Himalayas, something like that, but definitely is going to make you more spiritual, basically, and interested in meditation and keeping yourself away from others, like, spending more time alone, which is all good. Sometimes you need to take that break to recharge yourself, because because after the 12th, like, don't forget, Jupiter is Atichari. Very soon, after 6 months, Jupiter will be in your lagna and it will bring all the blessings. So here, just think, reflect, introspect, and surrender to the energies, to whoever the god that you pray, and things will be good. All right, and don't be too much taken up by any expenses, because, like I said, expenses can be for good causes too. When you buy a house, or like I said, there is some marriage in your family and you are investing, so take them as investments and not losses. But if you have the chance, please do some charity. For Cancer lagna, please donate and do some charity. Charity doesn't always have to be money. Charity means also you could give your time to somebody, give your energy. So you could volunteer and give your time and your physical, shram dan, as I say. You go and work there for free, or you give some people some guidance for free. All these are examples of charity. It doesn't always have to be money. All right. Jupiter's aspects for lagna ascendant is going to be on the 4th house, on the 6th house, and the 8th house. So 4th house represents your home, and Jupiter blessings will bring home happiness, a lot of happiness. Maybe you can even make a move to a bigger house. If you have your mother still with you, then your relationship with your mother will be very getting deeper. You'll find yourself mostly at home, maybe decorating your house, maybe enjoying your meditation, everything. But it would be very good to be at home and relax and enjoy. Okay. Jupiter's aspect in the 6th house is going to have, again, like I've already mentioned in the previous one, 6th house Jupiter is going to your health issues, especially if you do not eat properly. Like you can see, there's K2 sitting here. K2, what it does is it decreases appetite, especially what it does. K2, I've seen, will be have a tendency to detach you from eating. So you might give up eating, or do not eat certain food groups. Like you may become a vegetarian. I've seen that some people, because it's a spiritual planet, and because you're talking here about moksha and spirituality and doing charity and all that. So it's related, right? So what you might see is naturally maybe pivoting towards a more vegetarian, vegan diet. But watch out, because when you suddenly stop eating certain food groups, it may lead to deficiencies. Make sure you're eating your vitamins so that you don't increase any health problems. Do take care of your routine. Just do not be all meditation and all that. You have to eat properly, you have to sleep properly, and you also have to watch out for any obstacles and other health issues. But if you follow a proper routine and keep your food habits in check, everything should be good. Like I said, it's 6 months only, just and then Jupiter will be moving to your lagna. This place, 8th house aspect of the Jupiter is again, 8th house is significations that of transformation. So you may transform yourself. There's plenty of opportunity to make changes in your outlook, and you become the person that you always wanted to be. You may have some sudden gains in maybe in inheritance money, other people's money coming in, like basically 8th house is unearned money. So money that you have not earned, but it comes through lotteries, inheritance, or loans, right? Of course, here Jupiter will also be increasing your interest in the occult and hidden knowledge. All right. So Cancer Ascendant, just be careful of your daily routine and food intake, and you should be able to pass this transit. All right. We're going to look at Leo Ascendant quickly. Leo friends, Singh Rashi or Singh Lagna, Jupiter is going to be in your 11th house. So 11th house is Gemini here, and Jupiter moving here. In the previous year, Jupiter was in your 10th house. So if Dasha and Antar and Bhukti were permitting, you must have seen a good effect of Jupiter on your career. You must have also seen opportunities, like your bosses and your work environment would have been very kind to you, very collaborative with you, and you must have seen probably promotions or some kind of blessing in your public recognition and maybe even authority. You might have even moved into a bigger house or purchased a new vehicle. So all that was very good. Now Jupiter from your 11th house is the house of gains and network circles and friends and hopes and wishes fulfillment. So, or even better, now Jupiter is aspecting your 11th, is sitting in your 11th house, not aspecting, I'm sorry. So Jupiter is sitting in your 11th house, and it will increase all the significations. It might bring to you friends who are wise, who will give you good advice, and your network circle may grow, but with the blessings of Jupiter, it will be a good network, a solid network that will be also a righteous network, and hope and maybe inspire you to do very good things. Hopes and wishes can be fulfilled, and you might also gain sudden gains in the sense you might win a lottery. So do go buy that lottery in the first place. You might also enjoy very good relationship with your elder siblings if you have them. So 11th house, like 3rd house, is seen from the younger siblings, but 11th house is seen for elder siblings and also for uncles, maternal uncles. So you might see some good relationships with those individuals. Jupiter's aspects for Leo Ascendant on the 3rd house, on the 5th house, and also on the 7th house. All right. So we have seen again and again the significations of the 3rd house, your younger siblings, your courage, communications, and short distance travel. So here you might, so Leo Ascendant, you might see that all these significations of communications, relationship with younger siblings, short distance travel opportunities will increase for you during this transit. And the more efforts you put in, the better things would be for you, right? The 5th house aspect is falling on the 5th house, which is the house of Purva Punya. So the blessings of Jupiter will probably bring you some luck due to the Purva Punya. And also, if you're looking for love, then it might bring you love interests, good ones, with aspects of Jupiter. Again, take them seriously. Do not just take them as casual encounters that you have. If you're looking to have children, that is also promised. If your Dasha and Mahadasha and Dasha Antardasha also supports this. Very good opportunities may come for creative pursuits. So you may become more creative or apply some kind of creativity to your day-to-day job, and or even convert your hobbies or any skills that you have into money-making ventures. Jupiter is also aspecting the 7th house. 7th house Jupiter, do not forget, Rahu is also joining in the mix. Jupiter and Rahu usually together, if it was a yuti, you would call it a Guru Chandal Yoga. Of course, it may increase all your encounters with potential marriage and business partners. But Rahu is a trickster, so it might create illusion. So even though Jupiter blessings are there, I would say within the 6 month, if you meet somebody, maybe might be good. But when Jupiter has moved on to your 12th house and Rahu will be alone during that time, if you meet anyone, though it is sitting in its own house, just rule out that they are not playing any tricks with you, playing games with you, and do your proper checking of backgrounds and everything before you get married. Your spouse could gain weight due to Jupiter transit. For marriage partners, for business, and also if you're already married, your spouse could gain weight. And that's it for Leo Ascendant for the time being. Alright, my Leo friends, so now we're going to move on to Virgo. Jupiter is going to be transiting in your 10th house. So in 2024, Jupiter was in your 9th house, which was the house of your luck or Bhagyasthan. And from there, it was aspecting the lagna, it was aspecting 5th house, and also it was aspecting the lagna, the 3rd house, and the 5th house. Yeah, correct. Right. So you must have seen like your own outlook because of the aspect on lagna. In 2024, you must have seen that you probably had more of a spiritual or religious outlook. You were interested in religion. You must have had been asked to put on a lot of efforts Jupiter's aspect on third house, and all those aspects, all these efforts that you might have put might have brought you some good results. And Jupiter in the fifth would have been good for your children, for any Purva Punya that might have blessed you during that time. All right. Now Jupiter in the 10th house is aspecting your second house, your fourth house, and your sixth house. So here, second house significations. Again, if you have watched the other ascendant signs, I've been repeating myself. Second house means your savings are likely to be improving, your family relationships are likely to be improving. If your family might grow also. So you might, how does family grow? Usually by marriage or by birth of children. So family is growing. That's very good news. Family food intake can increase, your appetite can increase, you might consume more food. So if you're looking to gain weight, that's very good. But if you're looking to lose, if you tend to gain weight, then you have to be careful and keep that food intake in check. Your speech will also be, wise, and people might come to you to seek for counseling or advice. So all that is likely to happen during this Jupiter transit. Jupiter is aspecting your fourth house. Fourth house significations likely to be expanded. Happy home. Jupiter will bless your home. You might move to a bigger home or have certain kind of spiritual activity happening in your home. Maybe some kind of puja happening in your home. So all that is very good. You might find stability in your current home. Like, it's a heavy planet, like I said, right? So you may be happy just being in the house and not look to move, not look to, it's like, I'm happy with these conditions. I forgot to mention that sitting in the 10th house, Jupiter is also going to bring career opportunities. So if you're in a job that is permanent and you like it and you don't want to move, then you might see maybe a promotion or some kind of bonus that you may get. Overall, your image in the job will be improving. You might get recognition for work done, and if you're looking to move and change job, then you might get better job opportunities. I've forgotten about this part here. The 9th aspect of Jupiter is here in your 6th house. Again, this is because this is a Dushtana house, it is the house for Rog, Rin and Ripu. Rog is diseases, Rin is deaths, and Ripu is all the other dush things that happen to us. So enemies and rivals and all these things. Here Jupiter's blessings can help you overcome certain diseases if you're suffering from them and you've been making the efforts to overcome them. It will help you. And Rahu is also sitting there. Dushtana planet in 6th house, Rahu does very well. So hopefully Jupiter's blessings will give you a lot of optimism in facing any kind of hurdles or obstacles. But if there are health issues, then Rahu transits will be able to give you that relief that you're looking for, and work with the energy of Rahu to make this all your enemies, Rin, Ripu and Rogue, go away. All right. So this much for the Virgo Ascendant people. Of course, everything else, the fruition of whatever I just said depends on your Dasha, Bhukti, Antar and your birth charts. So if Libra Ascendant, okay, Tula Lagna and Tula Rashi, Jupiter is transiting in your 9th house. 9th house is the house of luck. So Jupiter blessing a luck house is double blessings, right? You might see an increase and expansion in the significations of the 9th house, which means your luck will increase. You will also you will strengthen your beliefs, like your belief system will become very strong. You will be having very good relationship with your father, because the 9th house is also the house of the father. Take your father's blessings as much as possible. Very good opportunity. Any father-like figure, try to have all the blessings that you can. And you might have opportunities during this transit to have look into higher education. So you might want to gain more spiritual knowledge. gain more religious knowledge. You will have a natural interest in ninth house related affairs. You might be interested in long distance travel, in pilgrimage, and all that is good, right? Because ninth house is already a very good house. So Jupiter coming here will be definitely be no doubt, without a shadow of doubt, is going to be a good transit for you. From the ninth house, Jupiter is looking at your lagna, and that means your physical body. So you might gain weight if you want it. Very good. If you don't want it, watch out. It will make you hopefully very positive. It will increase your optimism around life situations. Libra lagna people will see maybe a rise in the optimism and the positive thinking and positive outlook. They will be thinking good about themselves, so that's very good. Third house is your house of efforts, communications, younger siblings. So you'll be having good relationship with your younger siblings. You will be putting efforts into maybe into your communications, maybe with colleagues, and generally your communications will increase. You will have opportunities for short travels. Relationship with neighbors might be good too because of Jupiter's blessings. So yeah, I mean, third house is also good. Fifth house aspect of Jupiter is going to be on the fifth house. So here, if you're a single person, again, I am sounding like a broken record. If you are looking for love, please, any interest or love interest that is coming along, please do not ignore them. I forgot to put this here, but Rahu is also there. So Rahu can increase the chances of meeting people, but Rahu is always opposite to Ketu. I forgot to put this Rahu here. Other than that, in terms of educational opportunities, maybe you will have opportunities to learn new skills. If your children are there, they will be blessed, and you may be interested in creative pursuits, so please go for that. Okay, so Libra Ascendant, overall, because of the Jupiter sitting in the ninth house, it's going to be a very, very good transit for you, and very spiritual one as well, very religious one. All right, moving on to Scorpio Ascendant now. Now Jupiter is here, pure Ascendant person. They will see a lot of transformation in themselves. They are the transformers because they bring about transformation in other people's life. But now they're going to see some transformation in their own life as a result of this 8th house Jupiter, Ashtam Jupiter. They will have, definitely, if they are not interested in occult sciences such as astrology, numerology, or tarot reading, everything to do with the non-mainstream divination, meditation, and all these things, they will suddenly start getting interested and even pursuing those interests, which is good. 8th house is also other people's money, so you might see, so 8th house is also the house of inheritance, the house of other people's money, so you might see sudden gains, somebody leaving you a big inheritance money, or even like any kind of lottery or speculative gains. It's not money that you earn, but money that comes to you through, even bank institutions, loans, and all these things. So Jupiter will increase those possibilities, and if you're looking for those, that would be great for you. From the 8th house, Jupiter is aspecting your 12th house, so it may increase your expenses or losses. Expenses, again, like I said, with Jupiter's blessing, it would be good expenses, I guess. It could be like, you're having an event at home, family member is getting married or something, and you're having to, contribute to their marriage, or your child is getting married. So here, for Scorpio Lagna people, it would be some expenses are expected, or you're taking a long foreign distance travel because of Jupiter aspect. You're doing some pilgrimage, so obviously there will be some expenses that will have to be incurred, but that's something that is expected. You might want to do charity. You might be interested in meditation and spirituality and even moksha. So all that is indicated. You may travel to foreign lands. Some people might even be interested in settling in other countries, in faraway lands. So that is also indicated by Jupiter. And if you have been waiting for the visa to come for your long distance travel, or settling permanently in foreign lands, then Jupiter's blessing can get your visa through and make your travel possible. So all that is possible. Just you just have to make sure your dasha and antardasha, mahadasha is supporting this kind of an event. From the 8th house, Jupiter is also looking at the 2nd house, so all 2nd house significations will be activated. Family, income, assets, food intake will also be increasing due to increased appetite. Please do watch out, because otherwise it will lead you to weight gain. Your speech will be good. Your family can expand either through marriage or through birth of a child. So all that is good. Now, Jupiter is also aspecting your 4th house, which is your home, and during the first few months of the transit, definitely Jupiter is going to probably help you in moving into a bigger home, bigger space, better space. It can mean that you are having some religious ceremony occurring at home, some puja, some prayers at home. But with the influence of Rahu, of course, scene might change a little bit, but overall, Jupiter's blessings are there until the transit is lasting. So here you are with Scorpio lagna, Scorpio moon. These are the things you can expect during this transit of Jupiter in 2025. Okay, now we are moving to Sagittarius Ascendant. Now, as you know, for Sagittarius people, Jupiter is the lagna lord, and it's going to be in the 7th house. So lagna lord sitting in 7th house, it will definitely have an effect on the significations on the 7th house. So you will go there, right? Because lagna lord is you, and you're going there. You're physically moving into 7th house. So you might be moving into marriage, or you might be moving into a business partnership because of this Jupiter transit, which is good. Like, if you've been looking for, again and again, I've been saying that if you're looking for potential good, righteous, Jupiter-like individual in your spouse, as your spouse, then definitely this is opportunity. The window is open for you to find that person, and you might get multiple persons too, right? Because this is Jupiter is a planet that expands, so you may meet multiple people, and the choice is yours. Like, go for the person you like. Mostly all of them would be good, but don't be over optimistic. Like I said, over optimism is not good. Okay, I warned you. All right, so from here, Jupiter is aspecting your lagna lord, your lagna position. So physically, you will have a very positive outlook. Like I said, don't be over optimistic though, and it can make you, when people are happy, they eat and they gain weight. So that can happen to you. So just be aware of that. 3rd house, where Rahu is sitting, is Rahu will be joining this with the Jupiter's aspect. All 3rd house related significations are going to be expanded. So your courage, your demanding efforts from you. So you will have plenty of opportunities for short distance travel, and that will be very beneficial to you. Rahu will also be joining in the mix, but I'm not doing a Rahu prediction here. This is Aquarius house, so Rahu is in its own house, so I don't think there would be any kind of major damage done. So it's all good. And Jupiter is also looking at your 11th house, which is your house of your friend circles, your network, that would be like your working network, your hopes and wishes, anything that you've been looking, wishing for since a long time, might be fulfilled. You might get gains, so please go ahead, buy that lottery. If you might see that a lot of your hopes and wishes are also getting fulfilled. So please, Sagittarius Ascendant people, I wish you a very happy transit. And now we move on to our Capricorn Ascendant people. Capricorn, Makar Rashi or Makar Lagna people. So for you, Jupiter was in the 5th house, in the house of Taurus, and now it will be moving into your 6th house. So in the past year, in 2024, Jupiter's position in the 5th house must have brought to you a love relationship that was amazing, with a person with whom maybe you connected on different levels, and hopefully from there Jupiter was aspecting your 9th house, so your Bhagyasthan you would have found a lot of luck probably, or long distance travel due to Jupiter's position in 5. It would have been also aspecting your 11th house of hopes and wishes. So you, again, if you were hoping to get married probably, or like especially meeting somebody was very much on your cards, and you must have met that person if your Dasha Bhukti would have been supporting you. So hopefully now with Jupiter's aspects on your 2nd house, you might be increasing your family by marrying that person, hopefully. Capricorn, Makar Lagna, now Jupiter has moved, and it has moved to your 6th house, which is not a popular house. 6th house is again a Dushtana house, Dusht, bad house, and it represents your Rog, Ripu, and Rin. So Rog means diseases, Ripu means your enemies and obstacles, and Rin means death. So here the Jupiter could either help you resolve these problems if you're facing them, or it might add to them if you are being too optimistic. For example, a person might think under this kind of transit that, oh, I'm very optimistic, like I have a lot of money, I can buy this, or somebody is asking you for money. That's one thing that you should never do. In Jupiter transit in the 6th house, please never give money to anyone, never loan it to your friends, especially without papers and all these things, or even a family member. Of course, you can give to your family, but don't expect that money will come back. I have been personal experience of this. I had not given it to my family, I had given it to some person, but they never returned it to me. So yeah, just be careful. That over optimism is what is going to have some consequences if you're over optimistic. Have the dose of optimism is good to beat your enemies and to fight whatever obstacles you're facing, but do not get into debt, because this can make you, oh, I can pay this, like I have a good job, I will pay this very quickly. But don't overindulge in debts or into credit card debt, especially. Lagna, from the 6th house, Jupiter is looking at your 10th house. So for in terms of 10th house representation, it represents your workplace, your career, and your public recognition. So you might see that your workplace is now suddenly very pleasant. Toxicity has gone away with Jupiter's, or maybe if you were in a toxic office for that matter. But if you were not, you might see that you are staying away from the toxicity. You might find a bunch of colleagues that are like-minded and collaborative and helping you out. Your manager would be very collaborative with you. It can also give you a promotion or bonus, but overall you would be having a good image, a positive recognition in your workplace. Work-life balance also you might be able to attain due to the blessings of Jupiter. So in terms of career, very good. Jupiter is aspecting your 12th house, which is the house of losses and expenses. It is a house of spirituality. It may isolate you from others, or you might be interested in staying alone and not interacting with the world. So one thing for Capricorn Lagna is that this, I've got to mention, anyone who has Jupiter aspecting the 12th house will also be having good sleep, because 12th house is also that of sleep, so and bed pleasures. your imagination will be quite active. All right. Ninth house aspect of Jupiter and Guru, Jupiter slash Guru, is falling on the second house. Second house is Aquarius, and here the significations of the second house will also be increasing. So your savings will improve. As you know, Capricorn moon people have been going through Sadisati with the Shani transit that just happened in March. Now Sadisati for moon Capricorn moon people is over, and during this Sadisati, Capricorn lagna people have seen a lot of setbacks, a lot of restrictions, a lot of shrinking of income, have been finding difficulties with people, with finances, and with their own health, probably with anxiety and depression too. And now with the Sadisati ending here and Jupiter blessings coming in here, I'm sure Capricorn lagna people will have a breather, like they can breathe now again. And here comes the blessings of Jupiter now to increase your savings, improve your family relationships. You might have become a bit bitter with your family. Now it's the time to mend your relationships. You might even expand your family. If you have met that person who was there from last year, when Jupiter was in the fifth house, you might add them to your family through marriage and all, depending on whether the dasha bhukti and everything, Mahadasha and Dasha and Antardasha is supporting that. So all is good, Capricorn people, Capricorn friends. This transit will be fruitful for you. Let's move on to Aquarius lagna. So Aquarius Okum Rashi, Okum lagna people, for you, Jupiter is now going to be in your fifth house. I am an Aquarius moon, so I'm very excited to see how will I be feeling through this transit. Jupiter is transiting in your fifth house. Fifth house blessings, you will see expansion in fifth house. So you might see love interest. If you're looking for any kind of love interest, these might increase. Opportunities will be there. Education, you might want to learn. If you are looking to have kids, Jupiter will bless you with help you conceive a child. If you are into creativity and wanting to develop your hobbies into any kind of a side hustle, side business, great opportunity. So Aquarians, here we go. Jupiter from the fifth house is aspecting your first house, your 11th house, and your 9th house. Now because I'm an Aquarian moon, I will mention the moon here. So aspect of Jupiter on my moon, I am totally looking forward to this, because as you know, all the Aquarius lagna, Aquarius moon people have been going through Sadisati, and last 2.5 years was the peak of Sadisati. And I know what I've been through, and my heart goes out to all Aquarian moon people, Kumbh Rashi people who have been seeing a lot of troubles due to Sadisati. But now the peak is behind us. We still have the third phase of Sadisati that is yet to pass, but with Jupiter's blessings, I am totally looking forward to this and being grateful that Jupiter will be able to bless us. So all my Aquarian friends, here you go, your blessings are coming. Jupiter is going to be very generous to us, and on top of that, the lagna lord for Aquarius, the co-ruler, which is Rahu, is also there. Jupiter is also looking at your house of friends circles. So new friends you may be making, wise friends who are righteous, hopefully, because Jupiter's aspect will bring you these kind of friends who are going to give you good advice. And you might go by that lottery. I know you've been facing a lot of financial hardship through the Sadisati. Now it's time, and Jupiter is giving you opportunities to make fulfill your hopes and wishes now. And don't forget, Jupiter is Atichari, so it will go pretty fast. You have to cash in on your opportunities. Okay. Ninth house is the house of luck. In the past year, everything we do was like crumbling. I mean, at least for me personally, whatever I was saying was being misunderstood by people. Whatever my intentions were being taken for, I don't know what. And I faced some losses and everything. And because Jupiter was aspecting my eighth house, probably. But hopefully now things is going to change. I'm really looking forward to this increase in luck. You may have long distance travel opportunities as well. If you are able to go to pilgrimage places, please do, because this is what Jupiter is. This is what Jupiter's energy is bringing into your existence. It is much needed at this point. Please find that money. Please travel. Please go and do what you have to do. Okay, because then your luck will be enhanced. If you give Jupiter the energy that it is seeking from you, or the time that it is seeking from you, it will also do. What I mean is, Jupiter, if you give the energy to Jupiter, Jupiter will also bless you more in return. All right. So Aquarius Ascendant, exciting times, and Rahu will be there after 18th of May. Again, I'm looking forward to this one so badly, because this is Lagna Lord, and if you have a moon in Aquarius, whatever damage has been suffered through the Sadhisati will be wiped out by Rahu, because Rahu brings, Shani had slowed down things. Now Jupiter and Rahu especially will bring the speed that you need, the expansion that you need, and the zeal, the enthusiasm that you need to accomplish whatever goals you've set for yourself. So wish you a very good transit of Jupiter, and may Guru's blessings be with you, my friend. Jupiter, Pisces ascendant friends, so Pisces Lagna and Pisces Moon people would be seeing Jupiter transited into their fourth house. Fourth house significations will expand. Fourth house represents your house, your home environment, your home country, and your mother. So blessings for all these things. You might see that you are happy in your home, you are very comfortable being at home, you actually find peace at home. Maybe you will have your mother visiting your home, or you might make a trip to your home country and be close to your mother, because Jupiter, this is a Kendra house, it's a supporting house, it's a very important house. So Jupiter in this house will be very good. From there, Jupiter is aspecting directly your career house. So even in career and profession, like it can bring good colleagues, good working environment, good work-life balance, and promotions, new jobs. If you're looking for something, good opportunities will come. It may also improve your image and your recognition among colleagues. So very good aspect on the career and home. So this axis will totally be very, very blissful home, blissful job. The fifth aspect of Jupiter, so the fifth aspect of Jupiter is falling on the eighth house, which is the house of transformation. So you will change some ways. If you don't change physically, you will change on the mental level. I'm sorry about that. So you will change on the mental plane, and some kind of transformation is required. You might find yourself interested, rising interest in anything to do with occult sciences, so astrology, numerology, vastu, and all these things. You might see sudden interest coming here. You may be interested in, you may get some kind of an inheritance. If you've been trying for loans, you might get loans approved by the bank, because the eighth house represents any kind of money that comes that is not your own earning. It could be inherited, it could be lotteries, so buy that lottery. It could be loans from the banks that if you were having trouble getting them approved, then this time with Jupiter's blessings, your loans will get approved. So all is good. Jupiter's ninth aspect is falling on your 12th house, which is the house of losses and expenses. So you might see certain expenses happening here, but with Jupiter's blessings, usually such expenses are maybe for good things in your, maybe like I said, you're buying a new house because Jupiter blessings, you're moving into a bigger house maybe, or you must have maybe having some religious event happening at home, like a big puja or big party, or maybe somebody's getting married in your family, so you will have to incur certain expenses obviously due, and Jupiter's blessings are there. So if not expenses, then you might be interested in doing some charity, some donations. And donations are not always in terms of money. Donations can be your time. So you may give more time, I don't know, if to the elderly, to the sick, or to even volunteering into some places like, the temple, or in isolated places. It could be, volunteering your time. I see here, for example, a lot of young people who want to become doctors. They do volunteering and they work in the hospitals. And of course, they don't work as doctors, but they just want to be exposed to the environment, and they do volunteering. For example, they take the patients in the wheelchair from one department to the other for their tests, for their x-rays and everything. And that's a good way of giving your time, which is also a kind of good deed. You might be volunteering in temples, you might be volunteering in doing some kind of, you clean the temples, you serve food there, you help to set up events at the temple. All this is volunteering under Jupiter influence, and all this will be the same as losses and expenses. It's not always loss, it's loss of energy, but the energy can be channeled into proper channels, right? It's not always. And you might have an interest in foreign lands as well. And now with after 18th of May, you will see that Rahu is also joining the mix. So Rahu is definitely a significator of foreign lands. So if you have been waiting on some visas, or some, if you permits to go abroad and work maybe, or settle permanently, during the time of Jupiter and also Rahu, you might find that these two planets, if your Mahadasha and Dasha is supporting, you might see that your visa comes along and you might be able to make that move to a foreign land. So there we go. Now, with the last but not least, as you can see in the Pisces lagna, Shani is sitting there. So if you're a Pisces moon, you might be aware already that now you are in the peak of Sadhisati. And now if you're a Pisces moon, you are in the peak of Sadhisati. So things, you have to be careful. Please do your donations, especially if you can help here all the poor people, underprivileged, and people who are differently abled, and people who are sick, or elderly people. Jupiter will counteract this effect of the Shani, right? Because elderly people, poor people, underprivileged, or anyone who is suffering from some kind of a physical defect, deformity, some kind of handicap, they are all represented by Shani. So if you are fulfilling this energy, maybe you will feel less the impact of the Sadhisati on you, especially if you're Pisces moon, because Jupiter also rules Pisces, the mole trichone sign. So Pisces is ruled, and the lagna lord is sitting in the 4th house. So please do your charities. This will really help you with this Shani transit. And for Aries moon, who will be here, Saturn coming here means your Sadhisati is increasing, is starting. So it means for Pisces moon, if you're Aries moon, here Shani is 1 house before your moon sign. It means your Sadhisati you're in the first phase of Sadhisati, and Pisces is in the second phase of Sadhisati, and 1 house before that, Aquarius, is in the last phase of Sadhisati. I really hope that you have found some valuable information in listening to this, watching my video, the breakdown of what is expected during this transit. If you follow that, do consult with an expert astrologer if you're finding that your life is getting troublesome, and find the remedies. Do not fall into the trap of people who practice the kind of fear-based astrology. Go to genuine people. There are lots of them on YouTube. We can contact and have a proper guidance given to you. All right. With this, Om Brim Brihaspate Namaha. Thank you so much. Please do like and subscribe to my channel, and do please leave comments. I will try my best to answer them whenever I get the opportunity. Thank you so much, and namaste.